Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is Chuck Hansen, and what we're going to do here this evening, it is November the 18th. Again, I say this all the time. I can't hardly believe it. It seemed like it was just May, just a week ago. But, you know, tonight what I'm going to do is talk to you about the bigger picture of everything. So I want you to, let your mind expand. I'm going to give you some things to think about. And I think once we get through this whole presentation, you're going to have a different perspective on what it is Valentis is and what it is we do. So, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? That was not the video. That's not the picture I was going to put up. But I'll just go ahead and let you look at it anyway. My wife got that from me. She thinks I do have anger issues. So. This is the picture that I wanted to put up, right? All these great looking things and people and opportunities and palm trees and money and houses and, that is the big picture. I mean, that's, John Hermanza talks about he got into network marketing to make $3,000 a month. I got into network marketing so I could have a life. I got into it because I didn't have a life in the career that I was in. I worked all the time, didn't see my family at all. I was always on an airplane. And so, the last 30 years has given me the opportunity to work at home, make all the money I want to make, and do it with all the people that I love and care about and, my friends. So, what I want to do is, stimulate your mind, right? Just the purpose really is just to kind of, give you some things to think about. And here's a question for you. If you knew that a $500 purchase and a part-time effort over the next 3 to 5 years would produce a 6-figure annual income, would you do it? It's a great question, right? Would you do it? Yeah, a $500 purchase now, part-time income, and everybody would say yes. Everybody that I know would say yes. But you know what? They don't follow through. They don't follow through. People want instant success. They want it now. They don't want to wait 3 to 5 years. But, if you'll put forth the effort, I'm going to show you a path here. Here's one of the things that really intrigued me about this industry. Does anybody know anybody that's made $1 million a month? Most people would say no, But in the network marketing industry, it's kind of a normal, right? $1 million a month. Do you think it's possible? I know it's possible. I've run all the numbers. So mathematically, it's possible. And, so I grabbed some information from Business for Home. You can go to businessforhome.org and, look at the top income earners. And, what I say to people all the time is just dream big. Now, I don't have the motivation to go and make $1 million a month. I did at one time, but I didn't have the vehicle to be able to do that. I think that this is the vehicle, but I just don't have the stamina to do it because I know what it takes, right? These are the top earners in network marketing right now. I took that from last month's issue. So there's people making over $1.1 million a month, and as you go down the line here, you see companies that are very well known, that have been around for a long time. And my buddy Jeff Roberti is at $450,000 a month. Jeff was my mentor in the very first company that I joined in 1987. And then if you'll look down here a little bit lower, number 9 is Brian McClure. Brian's down to $400,000 a month. He was at $700,000 a month, and he's down to $400,000 a month. So I don't know how he's really making it. But Brian was my next door neighbor almost while he's in Austin, Texas. And Brian and I and a guy by the name of Steve Smith, who started Excel, started a company together. Brian did his best to talk me into joining Ambit 13 years ago, and I just couldn't see it. So, little did I know that he was going to be making the kind of money that he's making. So, it's unbelievable incomes. So, what I'm going to show you next are the lifetime incomes, right? Which are pretty phenomenal. If I can get that to come up. So lifetime incomes. Dexter Yeager, right over here in Charlotte. Dexter was a beer truck driver, right? Joined Amway 15 years after they got started. And actually he's made way over 460 million. It's really close to $1 billion. My buddy Jeff is at 100 million. And my buddy Holton Bugs, Holton was a $1 million a month earner. Again, Holton did his best to convince me to join him in our Organo Gold. I tasted the coffee. I was down with them when they first started. And, the coffee tasted like mud, like dirt. And I just couldn't do it. I mean, he said, don't worry about how it tastes. We're going to make a lot of money. And I said, Holton, I just can't do it. So, making big money in this industry is easy, very, very easy, but it's all about timing, right? You got to catch a company at the right time in their growth cycle. Every company goes through a growth cycle, just like Amazon, just like Apple. Any traditional business, any network marketing business go through a growth cycle. And when you catch that company at the right growth cycle, if you can spot it, that's a big if. If you can spot that and you recognize it, most people can't because they don't know what to look for. So I know what to look for. I've been doing consulting for network marketing companies for years and years and years. So then you just gotta take action. Here's the growth chart of a company that I was with my friend Jeff Roberti. I started in 1987. I started right here. Right here. And then we took off. 1989 was that started that vertical growth, right? And look where it is, 40 million, right? Critical mass. So you got to think, well, 40 million a year, that's about $3.5 million a month, right? And then we went to 240 to 500 to $1 billion. And so over 500 millionaires were created. I think Valentis can create hundreds, if not thousands, of millionaires because here's our growth chart, right? Projected growth curve, we're at 2 million a month and growing by about $500,000 a month. And you heard that from Dave Jordan here recently. But here's where we're at, guys. Here's where we're at. Kind of looks familiar, right? Looks like what I saw in 1987. And here's that critical mass. Here's where you get into that 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5 million a month in volume, and you start seeing this vertical growth. Now, why do you get that vertical growth? Because people are making money and people are attracted to companies that are stable, where people are making money. It's just like a moth to a light bulb. I mean, it's just, that's what happens. And people start coming on so fast and so quickly that you can't even hardly believe it. So, we're at 2 million a month and growing, critical mass, 4 to 6 million a month, thereabouts. I'm predicting $40 to $50 million in 2019. And I think I'm being very conservative, quite frankly. 2020, 10-time growth. We're going to start that vertical, right? 2020, 400 million. 400 million. 2021, 800 million. We'll double our numbers. And 2022, $1 billion plus. Everything is in place. That's what I look for. Everything is in place right now to do this kind of volume. All we need to do is scale it up, right? Scale it up and plan for the growth. Dave is planning for the growth right now, looking at another 27,000 square foot building 2 doors down from where he's at right now, and probably going to keep both buildings. But, just planning ahead for the growth, because by the time you need the space, you don't have the time to wait. You've got to plan way ahead when you have this kind of growth. And I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen as sure as we're on this Zoom tonight, right? It's going to happen with or without you, with or without me. And that's what I saw. And that's why I decided to pull the trigger and get started. And you heard John, if you were on the Saturday training call, he said he's working harder now than he's ever worked in his life. Why? Because he knows these numbers. He knows where we're going. He's seen this before. I've seen it before. I'm not taking it for granted. I'm working harder now than I've ever worked in my life. So, here's the only thing you have to do with Valentis. You got to order a business builder pack. It's a whole $499. And why is that? You got to max out the global. You got to max out the compensation plan. If you're going to work this business, you got to get paid for what you do, and you might as well get paid the most for what you do. If you don't buy the business builder package, you miss out on the legacy and the global bonus pool. Now, can you come and buy it at another time? Of course you can. There's no penalty. There's, no reason that, if you wanted to come in, you wanted to try the coffee or one thing or another, I would make this your Christmas present, quite frankly, is a business. And then all we have to do is give coffee away, right? You've got 7 to 10 days before your business builder pack arrives. So what are you going to do? You're going to call all your friends and ask them 3 questions. So, don't be timid, don't be shy, don't be waiting for your package to get there. Start it right now, right? Hey, Bob, do you drink coffee? Yeah, I do, Chuck. Yeah, why would you ask? Well, hey, Bob, do you know anybody that'd like to lose weight? Yeah, Chuck, me. I'm fat. So, hey, Bob, one more question. If the product works for you like it worked for me, would you be interested in earning a referral fee for recommending it to your friends? Hey, yeah, of course I would. I'd love them to send me money. Yeah. Well, Bob, a friend of mine called me and asked me those same questions, and I said yes. And he sent me a free sample pack. So since you said yes, and yes, you wouldn't mind making some money, I'm going to send you a free sample pack of our Slim Roast Optimum coffee for you to try. My objective is to make you one of my customers, or better yet, be part of my Valentis team. So what I'm going to do right now is enter you into our referral program. You're going to get an email from the company. Go in there and take a look, and you can thank me later. How's that? Okay, Bob. Well, your coffee will be on the way tomorrow. It's going to be mailed to you, priority mail. So when you get it, call me, and we're going to have another discussion before you sip your first cup. Folks, that's as easy as it is. This is not rocket science. This is not a very difficult business to comprehend. We don't have to be a doctor. We don't have to have a medical advisory board. All we're asking people to do is try our coffee to see if it works for them. And, guys, that's what attracted me to the company. I sat on a conference call that Dave Jordan and Rick Gerald's called me about, and they said, hey, listen to this call. I listened to that call. It was May the 20th, and I heard these incredible testimonials. Little did Dave know, or Rick know, that I was busting out of my pants, right? I was the fattest I had ever been in my life, and I just refused to move to the next size clothing. My closet is got this size waist and this size waist, and I push the skinnier ones back, and I keep buying the fatter ones. And I just refused to get to a 40-inch waist, and so I was doing everything to hold it together, but it just wasn't working, right? I was looking for a solution, like so many people are, and lo and behold, I got the coffee, and that was my solution. Right now, and it's been 5 months, I'm down 30 pounds. I'm down 30 pounds. I'm loving it. My wife is saying, hey, don't lose any more weight. You're getting too skinny. Well, skinny and my name has never been in the same sentence, before. So, so it's, and I'm fitting into all my clothes, and clothes that I couldn't ever fit into, I'm fitting into. So, so the skinny clothes are coming back up. The fat clothes are moving back down. So, the play, you can call it anything you want to, the 6-day experience, whatever it is that flips your trigger. It's all about making a decision. The $499 Business Builder Pack has got 16 canisters or 350 sticks, your choice, right? I like the 350 sticks. If you buy the canisters, keep one, give 15 away. If you buy the sticks, keep 50, give 300 away. Maybe it's 30 packs of 10, maybe it's 60 packs of 5, whatever number, you feel comfortable with. It's your prospect, the prospect. I like to give them 4, 5, 6 days worth, and I ask them in the get-go, will you drink 2 cups in the morning, every morning, for 5 days or 6 days? Yeah, I would do that. Okay, what I want you to do is, this is the conversation that I have when they call me, when they've received the package, like I've told them to. And, then we have that discussion. You're going to drink it early in the morning before you have any food on an empty stomach. You're going to hydrate yourself after you drink the coffee very well. Make sure you're hydrated, drinking water all day long. And so when your fat starts melting off, your system is flushing that out. So, 30 packs of 10, probably a good number, right? I'm going to stick with that number. Whether you give them away, you sell them, whatever, I just want you to do something, right? Don't let them sit there on your kitchen counter or in your bedroom or in your closet, gathering up dust. What I've seen and what the numbers that I'm going to show you here is a 20% conversion to independent representative that buys a Business Builder Pack. And it's all about a relationship, guys. It's all about how well you know that person. I mean, there's some people I can call and just say, hey, I found something incredible. Buy this $499 business pack, and I'll tell you about it later. And they go, okay, I'm in. And so, I mean, that's what happened to me when the guys, after I got the coffee and I drank it and I lost 9 pounds the first week, I said, hey, I'm in. If this is going to make me, get skinny and rich, I'm in. So, here if you got 15, you're going to get, if you've got 20%, you're going to get 1 or 2 people, depending upon that relationship, right? But if you've got 30 chances and you get 20%, you got 6 that are going to say yes at the minimum. Now, some people might have not very many close friends, and they might get 4 or 3, but some might get 9, and it's not going to happen exactly like I'm laying it out, but you're going to get the idea. So, here's what happens. 6 say yes, they're going to pack up their 30 packages each, right? That's 180 samples. That's 180 packages that are going out. No, they're not going to go out all the same day. They're going to go out over the course of time. But, if somebody were smart enough to sit and make calls waiting, as they were waiting for their product to arrive, and they already had 30 people that said, hey, yeah, I drink coffee. Yeah, I'd like to lose some weight, or my wife would like to lose some weight, or I know some people would like to lose some weight. And yeah, I wouldn't mind making some money. Then, then maybe those 30 packages would go out the same day. Who knows? But 36 of them, 20%, say yes, okay? What you would earn from that is a legacy bonus of $100 for every one of those Business Builder packages. So 36 times 100 is $3,600, right? Now, whether that happened in a week, or if it happened over 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, you get the idea. But then you're going to earn business volume, right? You're going to earn 100 business volume times 36, 3,600 business volume, basically 36 cycles. times $20 is $720. But now here's where it gets really exciting. Your 36 that said yes are going to put their 30 packages together. Now you got over 1,000 packages going out. The law of large numbers, right? The law of large numbers. And you're getting to large numbers very, very quickly. And the plan is working, right? So those 36 say yes, they're going to send out their 1,080 packages. 216 of them say, hey, that looks like a good idea. I want to do what you're doing. You know, you're going to earn a legacy bonus on 216 people. That's over 21 grand, right? You're going to earn in the dual team $4,320, and then those people are going to send out theirs. Now you're getting into some real large numbers. So I'm not going to go through. You get the idea. You know where we're going, and you can see that if you were to keep this up for a year, where the numbers would be going to. So, you know, I talk about becoming a millionaire, giving away coffee for free. Is this something you can see yourself doing? Yeah, you know, if it is, then this might be for you. Is this something that anyone else can do? Of course, if they want to, right? You know, and it's duplication. Duplication. That's the success. That's the key to success in this industry, is duplication. So, you know, if you can see yourself doing it, you can see other people doing it, and it is, you know, it is duplication, then you definitely want to participate. We've got a secret weapon. You know, our secret weapon is this bald guy, Marshall Silver. He's a character. I love him. You know, he's put on the table for us, you know, an amazing offer to help us. You know, even the people that are outside of his organization, he said, I'll give you 2 free tickets that are worth $6,000 for anybody that purchases a Business Builder Pack in November. You need to be shouting that from the rafters, right? From the mountaintop, because folks, people are paying that. That's the retail value. I talked to a lady yesterday, and she said, you know, I got a discount on my my Turning Point ticket. I got it for $19.95. I said, oh, you paid $2 grand. And she said, I got a lot of friends that would love to go. I said, how many have you called and told them that they could go for $500 plus get $500 worth of product and a global business opportunity at the same time? She said, well, I haven't told anybody. And I said, what are you waiting for? The month is going to be over. You know, call everybody you know and tell them to go to silver.com /TP and learn all about Turning Point. And, you know, here's the next one. Marshall just got done with one that was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the San Francisco Airport Marriott. And this is the next one coming up, December 4th through the 6th. So, you know, who's going to go? You know, I'm going to be there, right? You'll want to be there. We're going to spend 3 days with Marshall. Then we're going to plan your business for 2019. One of the things that I get asked about almost every day is the compensation plan. Everybody wants to know the compensation plan backwards and forwards before they, you know, kind of do anything. So what I thought I would do is let you take a look at one of mine, and then I'll break it down for you. But as you can see, there's 4 primary parts. It's the fast start, what you do yourself, the binary, what you do in the dual team, your matching bonus, which is your match on the dual team income of people you personally sponsored, they personally, so it's first level, second level, third level, fourth level to begin with. And then as you rank up, it goes down to 7 levels, and then the legacy bonus. So that week was 4228.70. So, you know, my annualized income is $219,000, right? If I never did any better than this, and I just stayed at that number every week, my annualized, so I created almost $250,000 income in 5 months, and I invested $500. I asked you in the very beginning, if you, a part-time effort, $500 purchase, would, you know, create a six-figure income, would you do it? I just showed you it's quite possible. And I didn't come to Valentis with a huge team of people. I came with virtually nobody. And then I just started adding a few people as they began to try the coffee. So, you know, guys, it's happening, and it's happening very quickly. So fast start commissions, you earn a 20, 40, 60, or $100 depending on the package. You know, I personally enrolled 2 people, one that purchased the business builder package, and you notice his last name here is Hanson. That's my brother. First time my brother's ever joined me in any business, and he's already lost 12 pounds. So he's ecstatic. And then another gal who bought the $59.95, she wanted to try it, so I made $20. So $120 in a fast start commission. The dual team, again, is from volume created on both sides. So your enroller is building one team, and you're building the other team. You can quickly go into your genealogy report and see which side is got activity in it. That's your enrollers. The other one with no numbers in it is yours, right? And that's the one you're going to build. But in order to qualify for dual team commissions, you've got to have one person enrolled on each team that are each doing 50 business volume. Just a little bit of product, one canister of Slim Roast, right? You know, and the computer looks for a cycle. A cycle is 100 BV on one team, 200 BV on the other team. To infinity, right? To infinity. That's why John's check last week was over 40 grand, because and this is where he's going to earn, you know, all of his money is in the binary, right? And it doesn't make any difference what side that is. You know, I was paid 153 cycles. The max you can earn is $100,000 a week. Okay, so John will be there, and that's what will attract. That's what will create that explosive growth. You know, when we get people making 100 grand a week, I wish it was me, but if it's John, that's okay, because it'll still attract a lot of people. So, you know, the matching bonus, again, it's a percentage of the binary income, a percentage of the dual team income, 20, 10, 5, 3. And then as you rank up, it goes down 7 levels. So, you know, it's real, you know, if you're a recruiter, this is amazing, because you're going to earn a percentage off of, let's say you sponsor 50 people, and, you know, it might be over a 2-year period, who knows, right? But you sponsor 50 people, they go out and sponsor, right? You're going to have a huge first level, you're going to have a huge second level, and so you're going to earn commissions after commissions after commissions after commissions after commissions. So you can see, let me go back. You can see that. So anyway, we yeah, legacy bonus. Again, very and you know, I know I put the word coded in there, and that kind of throws people for a loop. But what it means is that, you know, the first 3 people that bought a business builder package were not coded to me, they were coded to my buddy Rick, right? And so he got paid on those 3, and their first 3, and their first 3, and their first 3, and so on, and so on, and so on. I started my legacy team with my 4th person, just like you will. Now I've got 89 people on my legacy team, right? 89 people. Now, those didn't all come from me. Those came from the first 3 of the first 3 of the first 3, and so on, and so on, and so on. Soon there'll be hundreds of people on my legacy teams, and hundreds of people on yours. So, you know, here's the people I earned a legacy bonus on that week. You know, so if these 5 go out and sponsor 3 each, and they all buy a business builder pack, I earn 15 times 100, right? There's 5. They go get 3 each. That's their foundation team, their first 3 that they don't get paid on, but I do. Then I earn $1,500 legacy bonus. But now, listen, when those 15 go and sponsor their first 3, that's 45, right? Guess what? I earn 100 times 45. And then it continues and continues and continues. So very, very powerful component of the compensation plan. There's a couple of other, the global bonus pool, and that is really for, again, if you sponsor 3 people that buy a business builder package in a calendar month, you're going to get 1 share of the global bonus pool. No limit to the number of shares. So the total number of shares are divided by 1% of the gross of the company, and that determines the share value. So it's kind of been floating between 250 and 300, depending. And then the car bonus, very straightforward. X amount when you're hit diamond, double diamond, triple, on up to $3,000 a month. You know, I currently earn $800 a month, you know, car bonus. So it makes the payment on a 2018 Land Rover. My wife loves it, you know. So I said, honey, you just, you got a nice, you know, check here every month, you know, go pick out a car. And she thought, well, this is a pretty good deal, you know. So that's kind of the end, guys. That's this is a sample of one of our t-shirts, and yes, they do draw a crowd. You have to be prepared when you wear these shirts, I discovered, because people will stop and ask you, what in the world is that all about? And you better have things for them to take with them, or they're going to take your shirt off. I mean, they are pushy. So you better be prepared. So it's doing exactly what I thought it was going to do, and that is have people tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, mister, you know, I'd like to have some of that weight loss coffee. Does it really work? And I go, hey, you know, look at me, you know, 30 pounds. And so, you know, so that's it. I appreciate your attendance, and hope that you got some great information out of this. And, you know, please get back to the person that shared this video with you, and tell them you want to get started. Tell them you want to, you know, start with a business builder package. Tell them you want some of those turning point tickets, and tell them you want to become a millionaire giving free coffee away. So with that, God bless. Thank you very much. And